today I want to create an app that basically is able to let me search for some of the top performing Reddit posts. And right now I just want to make it be able to search within the top performing Reddit posts, and if we have some time then I'll actually work to create an approach to craft prompts in order to replicate these types of Reddit posts. So let's get to it. Right now we're just creating the project, so we can go into the project right now, and I'll just move the Claude.md from the previous directory into this directory. Maybe I'll just do a copy since I think I'll be replicating this a lot. To dot. Okay, now I can use code dot in order to open the folder. So I have now is this newly initialized folder, and what I can do now is start my plan. So let's go. And first thing you want to do is to basically start planning. Can you ultra think? I want to use the Reddit API to create a simple front end and backend with shadcn that is able to create that is able to let me search any subreddit and get the corresponding top posts within a set time period. The eventual goal is to be able to have a master prompt with an LLM to deconstruct what is successful and viral about such posts, create and use that to create a prompt for virality in that specific subreddit. Please store metadata would be useful for this in the project to give the LLM context, the best context, but for now just focus on the search functionality and API calling. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Help me to make PRD for this. Alright. So right now I'll let it spin up, and just to share what my Claude MD looks like, it's actually based on something I found online, and it essentially what you want to do usually in a Claude.md is to keep your instructions concise and actually just very, very focused. And usually there are plenty of good kinds of resources online to help you to find those things. Right, so now the PRD is done, and I'm just gonna let it write the PRD so I can see what it is. Right. So, yep. Cool. Okay, this looks pretty good. Basically, we get a time frame selection, certain acceptance criteria for different posts. Right, metadata, collection storage. Yep, this is just some data structures. And in the future, we want to use LLM-based analysis. So, perfect. Yep, I think this is good. So now what I want to do, since I also have my environment variables over here, but I won't be showing that because stuff, and you just need to go to the Reddit app API, which I'll add a link in my YouTube later. Right. Okay. And since we do have some of these different components here, again, I can actually, I think that's enough. I don't need this much. And now I just need to say, can you ultra think 10x engineer? Actually, this 10x engineer part is not so necessary because I already have a Claude.md saying it's a senior engineer. Ultra think and implement this. Complete the parts that all areas of the app will need, then launch subagents to complete subtasks. Start with sprint 1. Complete the subtask in sprint 1. All. Linearly and then launch. I just want to run you through basically what Claude has been doing this whole time. So essentially, first I told it to write the implementation plan, and from there actually npm it was able to identify that we haven't installed the packages from the package.json and install the relevant packages. You can see it's initializing shadcn. From there, we then have the types page where we actually look at different types, create the different data structures that we need, and we also have a storage / Reddit page which we created, and we also create the client over here. Yeah, and transforms. Basically transforming the Reddit post into something that we would use in our front end, right? And then we go through different snapshots, different exports. Let's see. Okay, sure, that's not very important. And then basically in this layout.tsx, which is really I think the main where everything starts, we return the main layout and this toaster as well as children. Then it tried to run it ran parallel tasks, as you saw. It created different things here, and from there it then ran a build, and there are certain errors that happen, and it actually automatically solves these errors by going through them one by one and continuously building again until everything is done. Let's just try it, shall we? Let's just try it and see how it goes. Okay, let's try it again. Right, let's say /, I'm sure there's r/programming. Let's do that. Oh, perfect. So you actually get each of the top performing posts and some of the links to each of them. And that's perfect. So yeah, so that's been the first portion of it, and maybe I'll just get started on some of the second portion, which is actually, so with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Back to this Reddit Virality analyzer and search for nothing, which is in this case Claude Code maybe. Oh, perfect. So yeah, it really gives me a ranked list of all the posts in the last 24 hours, and I can also put it, gosh, past year. Let's see how Claude Code has changed in the past year, and it's probably only going to give me the top 100 because that's like the API limitations. But right, so this has been today's session of making a Reddit analyzer, and I think tomorrow I will actually implement the LLM version, the LLM side of it, where we're able to use an LLM to break down the analysis and understand where we can go from there. All right, thanks everyone.